got the new version of FSD 14.3.3, and it's been going pretty well. I've had it for a week and a half now. FSD in and of itself has gotten freakishly good. I remember when I first got this car, I couldn't even use it on... Whoa, Jesus Christ. Almost got into a car accident. I do notice that FSD is pretty cautious when it comes to cars that dart out from the sides like that. So it always takes extra precaution. Just like that car right there that was about to go. It slightly slowed down there. But yeah, FSD has gotten really, really good. I used to have to manually drive in my neighborhood here because it would be too slow, or I just wouldn't know how to move about the neighborhood. So that's how far we've come. That's how far we've advanced in FSD. I just saw a video recently of a Tesla that backed up into a parking spot. Now, the unique thing about this video is that it initially passed that spot. The car got out. It saw that the car got out, so it backed all the way up into the spot from the front. So that was amazing and really unique. I mean, to us, going backwards, driving back is hard, right? Because we can't see behind us. We need the mirrors, the backup cam. But for the car, it's super easy because it has cameras all around. So I assume that going back is the same as moving forward. And you know, with this new update, I've been getting this weird air pressure warning. Let's see, service. It's saying my front right wheel is overinflated. It's been saying that. It's also been saying that it has no air at all. So I've been getting two readings off of this, and I wonder if that's the new update or if that's just maybe I inflated it too much. I think I might have inflated it to 43 psi, so it's probably just acting up. So a few versions ago, my car started backing up into my garage when I got home, but now it's sort of stopped doing that. It hasn't done that for like the past 20 times since I went home, so I wonder what changed, or if things are sort of recalibrating. The bad about 14.3.3, I think it is a little too sensitive for emergency vehicles. I had an occurrence where there was a cop that pulled over another car on the left side over here, and my car wanted to pull over for some reason, because as I was moving forward, it looked like the cop car was driving towards me, so it like almost pulled over. So that was I think it's a little bit too sensitive in that area. I've also seen my car be super sensitive to little animals that are running in the middle of the road. It's like little squirrels or birds. I've even seen my car slow down for like a leaf that fell from a tree. So I think it's just a little bit too sensitive. I think they will fix that in the later builds. But as of right now, that's probably the bad with this version. Tesla still needs to figure out the shadows problem on the road. The car sort of thinks that it's potholes or something, so it like tries to swerve out of the way or pull over entirely, and that's not what we want. So Tesla, get on that and try to fix that. Now it's saying tire pressure is low. Oh. Yeah, earlier it's saying it's too inflated, now it's saying it's too low. So it's acting weird. Let me know if you guys have had that problem, or maybe I just need to go get my car checked. Oh, well, we're back to 40 now. A couple of other good things. The graphics have gotten a lot better. The new FSD app is really informative and has a lot of good data if you're into that. And also the new light bar indicator. I've only seen it work maybe 2 or 3 times, and it's very quick. But I think that's a great addition to just like the FSD driving experience to have that. And it's also really helpful if you're manually driving your car and you don't have FSD, because it'll tell you when you're signaling. It'll tell you if a car is in your blind spot by flashing the colors on the side that the car is at, flashing that red. So that's always good to know. And really, guys, I make these videos because I want you guys to really know what it's like to drive a Tesla. For those that don't own a Tesla or really want to get one but are on the fence or not sure, this is what it's like. You know, I'm just sitting here, the car is driving itself. I mean, I'm sort of like monitoring the screen here a little bit, looking at the traffic, looking at the road, making sure there's not anything too crazy as this car. Oh, let's stop for a school bus. I could have passed, but my car wants to stop, so we're gonna let it stop. And yeah, I've also noticed that my car likes to stop. It's overly sensitive for school buses as well. As you can see, when that school bus was flashing yellow, my car wanted to stop and slow down. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the right way, the safe way to do it. But I see a lot of cars just drive right past, unless it's red, that is. But we've seen a lot of people online just drive past when it's red either. So yeah, let's stay safe, guys. So back to just driving on FSD. As you can see, my hands are not on the wheel. I don't have to rest my hands on here at all. It's not gonna give me any warnings. My feet are just pretty flat on the ground here. Sometimes I hover over the gas pedal, the accelerator, because I know that my car is kind of slow when approaching stop signs, so I like to hover it and just slowly ease it through the stop signs. But that's about it. I'm just chillaxing, resting, preparing my mind for work, and usually watching a video. So if I go and play a video, I can just play a video. Here's my channel, Furious FSD. You can see my latest channel, or my latest videos. Haven't posted in 2 months, but you can play it. Oh, it's not playing because it's connected to my phone. That's why. Alright, can I turn off my should probably be watching the road here. Let me turn off my Bluetooth. Disconnect. I don't want disconnect. And it didn't work. Okay, that's weird. approaching this construction site here. And we're unable to disconnect, so that's weird. And can I play this video? Am I in the video? Let's see. Nope, it won't even play. Okay. Since I can't play a video, we can read some comments. You haven't driven many cars, have you? Oh my god. These are from a while back. Honest question, what makes the interior feel premium? Oh, people who complain on the internet. Interior is not premium unless you came from a truck inside a Tesla. The comment made no sense. Okay, the best car I've ever not driven. Okay, I don't know if that's positive or negative. Let's see. Someone likes the Model 3 long range. Feels like a mini version of the Cybertruck. Let's see, so this is where it sort of gets hung up. Well, actually it does a good job this time. Let's see, another comment. Perfect intelligent driving. Wow, nice. Oh, another one. Perfect intelligent driver. Are these bots? These are bots. It's literally the same comment like 100 times. Well, if you want to see your comment read on the video, go ahead and leave a comment on this video and I will read it on the next one. Filming with my Meta glasses. I tried to upload a video for you guys for fun, but I couldn't find the right video. But that goes to show that you can mess around on your phone, try to upload a video, or look through your photos, look through your YouTube channel, or even read your notes for this video, and your car will drive itself. And that's the coolest thing about owning a Tesla, is that with FSD you don't have to worry. So if you guys are on the fence, just know this car is amazing. FSD has advanced far beyond what we've imagined. I mean, I think even the Tesla fanboys, we all believe in FSD and fully autonomously driving, but I think we're really close. I think we're about 99% of the way there. We just need that extra 1%, but that extra 1% is a lot larger than you think. But we're almost there, so that's the good news. They added this streak thing. I barely look at it or pay attention to it. The driving profiles are still the same. We have Sloth, Chill, Standard, Hurry, and Mad Max. I'm mostly on Hurry because that's the car drives most like me on Hurry mode, so that's the mode that I'm usually in. It does go a little bit too fast on the freeway. It goes like 10 miles above the speed limit, which can possibly get you pulled over, but I have never been pulled over in this car, knock on wood. I have used Mad Max a few times, mainly on the city streets, small roads, just to get by cars and get into the passing lanes. So I've done that. Hurry does do that as well, but Mad Max really does that. It zigzags around slower cars. I sometimes move into standard mode just to, if I just want a safe and quiet drive, I'll go into standard mode. I sometimes use chill mode just to slow down. If I see like something happening up ahead, or maybe there's a cop, or there's traffic, I usually just switch it to chill mode just so I can slowly approach what's happening. And then, yeah, after I pass the commotion, I'll switch back to hurry. As you can see, so far this entire time I've been talking to you guys, filming on my Meta glasses, and I haven't had to intervene at all. So that is the testament of FSD. Shit. Spot, please be a spot. Yes, we're here. Boom. Look at how beautiful my car looks.